Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Betrayal at Krondor. This is episode 15. I am live overdrive, and these are some dead scorpions. We killed them last time. We also looted this Moradel box. Pretty sure there's nothing left in it, but let's check. Pounds all day, beats all night, never rests. That, as I recall, is surf. Yes. And it's empty, yes, so we searched that one for sure. All right, well, a little recap. We are in the northeastern section, we'll call it, of the Dimwood Forest. Having been through, I think we've been through most of it at this point, but I'm guaranteed there's some stuff we kind of missed on the southeast side of it, so we'll check that out. There's also gonna be a bridge, I think, over to the southeastern side or the eastern side, as well as to that northern area too. So we'll want to explore each of those, especially since when we were on the southwestern long edge, we saw a rather suspicious looking Rusalki over just in that northwestern corner of the forest, right along the river. So I think we'll want to check that out. Can't remember if we've fought a Rusalki in this game yet, but they're like kind of like, I think they're supposed to be related to like mer people in folklore. I don't actually remember them being discussed in the books at all. I think that might have just been a kind of creative liberty that the game designer Neil Halford took. But yeah, they're supposed to be kind of like nymphs or dryads or mer people, something like that. But in this, they're evil and they attack you, at least most of the time. This is a Moradel chest that was sitting next to the scorpions, and we have looked at this one. This one was Broom. All about the house with his lady he dances, yet he always works and never romances. I like that one a lot. Okay, so we've explored this area. So we're in the northeastern section. Let's head to the river if we can to kind of get our bearings. All right, yeah, so we're just along the edge of the forest. Let's head toward the river. It looks like night is falling. I don't want to get caught unawares. Oh, and we're kind of low on health, so go ahead and rest. We're not fully healed, but I was gonna say I don't expect we'll run into any terribly nasty combats, but oh, we've had some doozies so far. Alright, we have made it to the river. Got a sandy beach and a waterfall. Lovely. See, the river doesn't move. In fact, I don't think anything in the viewport moves other than when you yourself move, so it doesn't have to like render a new image on any sort of frame rate. It just does it when you move. Yeah, there's that waterfall. Really early 3D graphics. There's triangles there, there's polygons. There's only a few of them. When we're talking low poly, this is very low poly. Pretty cool. And this was 1993. I've been saying 1992 this whole time because I had thought that the MS-DOS, well, they're both MS-DOS, but I had thought that the floppy disk version came out in 92, and the CD version, which had some extra like CD audio and stuff, I think music, and then it also had little voice lines that would appear whenever you ran into somebody on the road. I thought that came out in 93 and the disc version came out in 92, but that I was incorrect. That's not the case. We have a trapped deer. The animal was dead. Locklear peeled the creature's corpse. I don't want to read about him peeling corpses. It's animal. We can take the food, except it's poison, so we're not gonna take the food. That's how we do that. Also, so in the last episode, I was wondering this as I was rewatching. Goreth, oh, we got some chests up ahead. But Goreth got sick from the witch's well instead of poisoned, which I thought was odd. But what I thought was really odd is that he healed just from one rest and taking the herbs. So it makes me wonder if sick is different from like plagued like we got earlier, where we had to actually go and get ourselves healed, and we got sicker and sicker over time. I wonder if they're two different status effects. If we ever get sick again, which I think we will, like from the plague, I want to see if that's different, because I think you get sick if you eat spoiled rations, and so I'm wondering if it's a lesser sickness than the actual like plague, or I forget what else they call it, contagion. Anyway, we've come across 4 what I hope are Moradel chests. It's a chest. Oh, excuse me. It's a chest, Goroth said. It appears to have a special lock on it. That means it's Moradel, so let's check these out. I don't think we've seen these yet. Alright, Goroth scanned the runes embossed on the Moradel clue plate. Its text their only hope of opening the difficult word lock. Look in my face, I am somebody. Look at my back, I am nobody. Interesting. Be like a signpost? Or cloak? C-L-O-A-K, like, you know, you're wearing a cloak you can't see from the back. Cape. Robe. Sign. Maybe a mask. M-A-S-K. No. 6 letters. Look in my face. I am someone. I am somebody. It's interesting that it says in. Look at my back. I am nobody. Look in my face. Could be a clock, like a watch face. W-A-T-C-H. Nope. I am somebody. Maybe a mirror? Yeah, because if you look at the back of a mirror, there's nothing. It's just black. Yeah, there we go. That's a fun one. All right, what do we got in here? Oh, baby. We've not seen, well, we have seen it in a shop before, but this is Gray Tower Plate. This is really good armor. Even if in its advanced state of deterioration, the dwarven armor was worth 2 suits of standard plate. Reddish-brown scales of rust packed its ancient surface, but its original making had rendered it so lifelike it appeared not like a corrupted metal breastplate, but instead like a cancerous human torso. That's gross. So it looks like the image of it doesn't really match, like the sprite doesn't really match the description. It kind of sounds like they're describing one of those like the fancy Roman breastplates where it looks like the bear, like a bare torso. And that's not what we're seeing here. It's more or less just like a fancy horned version of the standard kingdom armor. But anyway, it's really good. Armor mod is 40%, and it's got a bless type +3, 15%. It has a racial mod dwarf, which is interesting. I think that's just there for flavor, because the only playable characters in this game are humans and elves. One elf in particular, Gareth. So I don't know if they just put that in there for flavor, or maybe earlier in the development there had been thoughts that maybe there would be a dwarven character. I don't know. It's an interesting question. There was supposed to originally be a second and third one of this. Is going to be a trilogy, but that fell through due to business reasons, which is too bad. Neil Halford, if you're out there watching, that would have been cool, man. You did a good job. You made a good game. I love it. If you need somebody to help you program a modern day sequel, call me. I'll do it. Anyway, I'm sure Neil Halford is one of my 11 subscribers. Anyway, this is really good armor, and I want to give it to... Oh, also Silverthorn Anti-Venom. Didn't even see that. I want to give it to... probably Locklear. He has less health than Goroth, and he takes a lot of hits. But we need to shuffle some stuff around, because we're carrying a lot of stuff. So... I want to give Goroth Locklear's armor. So I'm going to put Locklear's armor in the chest. Give the Grey Tower plate to Locklear. I'm going to put Goroth's armor in the chest. Give the Blessed Elven armor, which apparently we missed a suit of in the last episode. I didn't notice. It must have been in one of the Mordell chests, I don't know. But now it doesn't really matter because we have... this one must be Blessed Type 1? No, number 2. Blessed Type number 2, okay. And then I think purple is this Blessed Type number 1. Okay, so it's possible it would have been better than this one, but that's fine. Oops, I just put it away. Okay. So, there is an extra suit of elven armor here. I guess I'll trade it for this less good one. But we simply do not have the room. And also, I mean, we have plenty of money, so it's not... We don't really need to worry about hauling stuff for selling purposes, I guess. Anyway, that was awesome. And we got 3 more, so this is good. This is good news. All right. Next chest. Goroth scanned the runes embossed in the Mordell clue plate. The bones of the dead can be used to trap the living. I remember this one. I don't remember what the answer is. The bones of the dead can be used to trap the living. I mean, my thoughts immediately go to like a ribcage trap, but that's not a thing. The bones of the dead can be used to trap the living. Could it be something like a shell, like a hermit crab or something? I don't really... S-N-A... something L-L-Y? Snilly? I don't know. Alright, the bones of the dead. Surely they can't be talking about real bones. It's gotta be something different. Could be like dice, called dice bones sometimes, roll the bones, I think, because they used to be made out of literal like knuckle bones, but and that would trap the living, like in gambling debt? I don't know, I might have to look this one up. I'm gonna pause the recording and be back to with the answer in just 1 second. About right. Well, I looked it up, and the answer is snares. And I don't really get that. Maybe traditional trapping snares are made out of bones? Or maybe they're talking about like brambles or something. I don't really understand. I don't think I was gonna get that one though. This is Luton's Concentrate, which is for Owyn, who does not have enough room for it because he's carrying 2 full bottles of it. Good. Jeepers, we have a lot of stuff, don't we? I'm gonna get rid of these Serrani Coral. No, let's just... I don't need this elven armor. I certainly don't need this sword. Let's get rid of that sword. Let's get rid of this... Well, we'll keep that crossbow in case this one's not accurate enough. We're gonna lose some elven armor. It's not... I'm not gonna get that much for selling it, really. I am gonna get stuff for selling this emerald, though. But not from Owyn. We're gonna give the restoratives here to Gareth, and then we'll give Owyn the Luton's Concentrate, which he's never gonna use. His accuracy is already pretty good. Cool. Alright, 2 more chests in this group. There's a whole bunch of Mordell chests in the forest here. I think we've seen quite a lot of them, actually. Alright, we got... Say away from these hideous beasts. They'll kill our females and children's. It's spelled very incorrectly. That must be on purpose. Oh, it is. The missing letters spell out... I remembered what this answer is, but I didn't get it. So it's the missing letters tell us, or the letters that are incorrect, I guess, tell us what the answer is. So we're missing a T here in say, stay. Stay away from, so from, TR. These hideous, there's an O missing there, TRO. Beasts, they kill with one L, so L, TROL. Noticing it yet? Are females and childrens. We got an L in children, and then we got an extra S, so it's trolls, TROLLS, which is the answer. That's fun. Most of them are not like that, so it's kind of neat to have it hidden in plain sight. And yeah, trolls live up in the Northlands, and they kill Moradel, so that makes sense. Oh, we got a spell. What are you? Gambit of the Eight. I remember this one. I have not used it successfully, and I desperately want to. It's basically a fire trap, a mine. You trap one square on the map, and it does 10 times the amount of damage, the amount of health that you use to put it there. So if you spend like 15 health to make this trap square and somebody steps on it, it does 150 damage, which is so cool, and I really want to do it. But it's tough to predict where people are going to walk, and I don't know if they would automatically walk around it or not. But anyway, Owen knows that one now, which is sweet. Let's grab this True Sight T for shooting and this healing draft for healing, and let's go look at this final chest here. Another Moradel chest. When it is stout, people gladly tread. When it is thin, people walk in dread. I remember this one as well, and it is surprisingly literal. It's just a bridge. So yeah, when it's a strong bridge, people are like, yeah, I'll cross that bridge. But then if it's a thin and, you know, not strong looking bridge, people are like, oh, I don't know, I want to step on that bridge. Yeah, pretty literal. All right, taking the rations, taking the herbal pack. We have Aventurine, apparently. I think that stacks. Yes, it does. Good. Not all items stack. Potions do, though, so that's good. We're gonna leave this bow because we need inventory space. It's just too much, man. All right, that was quite a haul. To be honest, I had no idea that was there, but that was pretty sweet. All right, let's do a quick scan of like the rest of the area. I'm gonna go into overland map mode, so I can kind of tell what's going on better here. All right, I've just snuck through a little pass, and I don't see anything particularly interesting here. I just know we're gonna get jumped at some point, though. Okay, there's a bridge ahead. That might be... There's a single gravestone and a hole. What does this grave say? Ashlyn Mekis. All who knew her loved her. Huh. No, we're not gonna dig it up. I don't dig up graves. Also, I have confirmed, or rather my brother has confirmed for me, that I'm not gonna really miss anything by not digging up graves. There's items that you can get that are good, but it doesn't, like, it's nothing, like, game-changing. There was a hole next to it, I just dug it up, and there's some shells. We're not gonna take those, because inventory space is precious. Much like our lovely friend Mr. Owen. Okay, so there's a bridge over there between two other sections, actually. What sections are those? What am I looking at? That's weird. I think the map is wrong about where we are right now, because it's saying we're in the lower right part of the forest, but we're not. So I don't know what I'm looking at right now. That's okay. Alright. So, we're kind of back where we started here. I know there is a bridge. I need to rest again. It's nighttime, which is good because we're still low on health, even after one night's rest. Why don't we just rest till healed? Oh, yeah, 1 more hour. Okay. So I know there's a bridge to the northern quadrant somewhere along the river over there. So let's head that way. Here's that really hard witch fight, and here's the bridge. See if we get jumped by anybody else on the way to the bridge. I bet there's something on the other side. There's a chest, which I think we've opened. It was a trapped chest? Yeah, there's just a sword in there. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the text here. The box was charred. Wary that the trap which had incinerated the box the first time might not be completely deactivated, Owyn looked to his companions. Want to risk trying to open it up now? And then we can say yes or no. I'm pretty sure we deactivated that, so it must, we did it? Incinerated the box the first time might not be completely deactivated. So it must just read that text whether the trap exploded on its own or was disarmed. Interesting. Alright. We are heading into the north section of the Dimwood, where there is an exit, actually. There's a road that will head to the north up to High Castle, Eld Point, Wolfram. I don't think we're going to go out that way, but we could if we wanted to. There is something in the distance there. Can't tell what it is. Could be a person. And it looks like there might be a person. I think that's a pirate, and I think that's a Moradel warrior. So we will go fight them in just a moment. Yeah, let's go do that. Yep, that's exactly what they were. Good eyes, Live Overdrive. They agreed to attack. Let's see if we can catch him off guard. The enemy jumped back. Locklear felt a surge of confidence as the enemy struggled in desperation to meet their attack. Judging by the speed with which they had regained their composure, he guessed that they were well trained and could provide quite a fight. We got 2 Moradel and 2 Quegian pirates. Alright, Owyn starts. I want to open with... Oh, we got Mirror Wall now. That's kind of fun. I want to try Gambit of the 8. Between 2 and 8, it creates a magic mine, and the damage is going to be 10 times. So I'm pretty sure if I do 12 health, we'll say 120. I'm pretty sure that's going to kill anybody. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to put it right in front of... I'm gonna put it right in front of the Moradel warrior in the back, and I'm gonna hope that he walks through it. We'll see. And then I'm gonna have Locklear shoot so that that warrior is more likely to come toward us. And I'm gonna shoot him at one of the pirates. Yeah, and he missed. That's fine. We gotta practice. Alright, it's Gorth's turn 2. I'm gonna have him shoot also. Let's try out the Saronic Whirls, because that'll free us up some inventory. Point blank range, can you hit him? Yeah, 39 damage, that's not bad at all. Alright, well the guy that I put the mine in front of is just shooting, so that's unfortunate. Owyn's just going to rest, and Locklear is going to attack the guy who's menacing him currently. So is Garth. Good kill, boys. Alright, looks like we have a guy running away now. And the guy missed the mine. Well, someday I'll get it to work. Owyn's gonna rest again. Locklear is gonna attack this Moradel warrior. I think the Quegian pirate there might get away, because... yeah, he's gonna get away, because Owyn can't cast. There's a pirate next to him. But I'll move into position just in case. And we'll have the other two finish off the other pirate. Is he gonna get away? He didn't get away. Alright. That's good. We can do invitation. Yeah, here we go. Invitation, I'll do it 10. Oh, and if I pull him toward me, he might go through the mine. Oh, let's see if this works. Oh, he just missed it. Oh, that's too bad. Ah, darn, that would have been so fun. Alright, Locklear, finish him off. Yeah, alright. Alright, we're gonna try and make that happen again. Party's abilities have increased. We got accuracy crossbow for Locklear, that makes sense. He shot it for the first time in ever. And accuracy melee for Gareth. Good. Alright, let's search these baddies. Combination of bodies and baddies, bad guys. We got Kingdom Armor and Broadsword, don't care about that. We got Kingdom Armor and Morida Lamprey, don't care about that. Kingdom Armor, Morida Lamprey. Which is apparently named after, at least in the novelization of this game, it's named after the fish, the lamprey, which is a disgusting beast, which apparently lives in, I don't actually remember, I think Lake Superior for one, but okay, we got a Serrani light crossbow, that is worth something, but we've got a spare with us already. I don't know. I don't think we need to take it. I guess we'll take this whetstone and go ahead and use it, actually. Pair this Sword of Kinner and this Keshian Tapir, even though it was at 100%. We'll go ahead and leave that stuff there. I think that's it. So, not really any good loot, but that's okay. Okay, we want to head... I want to go along the river. Oh, hey, some chests. Good deal. It's nighttime, but let's go ahead and open... Okay, this one's locked. We're going to use our favorite Scent of Sereg to make sure that we don't blow ourselves up. Owyn stared at the chest. With great concentration, he closed his eyes and pictured the chest in his mind, studied the wooden grain and metallic bands until the image seemed to come closer and closer, till he was not only seeing the chest, he was seeing inside the chest. I believe it's safe, he said at last. Shall we attempt to open it? Yes, we shall. Pick the lock, Locklear. Nice. Oh, 2 rubies, a shell, and a Mordell brooch. We are going to take the rubies for sure. And we're going to take the brooch because it's worth something, although maybe not that much anymore. We're going to leave the shell because it's a shell. Shells are kind of useless at this point in the game, unfortunately. And this one's a Mordell box. Cool. This great thing can be swallowed, but can also swallow us. Water? Water. Nice. And we got a couple of lampreys, a mini crossbow, a light crossbow, that is, more healing juice, and some healing herbs. We'll take those. We're leaving the weapons because they're just not worth that much. Let's go ahead and rest. Oh, Owyn, you need an herbal pack before we sleep tonight. It's good that we just found one. Alright. He didn't even get to full health. Let's camp till healed. There we go. 1 more hour. Fabulous. Okay. We are currently... Alright, we're along the southern edge. So we're gonna follow this river. West, yes. I had my east and west backward for a second there. We're going to follow this river, although we have to go around these mountains first. Go ahead and follow. There's the guys we just killed. They attacked us, to be fair, although actually that's not true. We surprise attacked them, so, you know, maybe they weren't actually intending to find out they were. Alright, we got a empty stump full of Koltari poison, which is used to poison food. Don't need that. Still love that it exists, though. Interesting that there's Koltari poison in the stump there, and there's a deer right next to it. I bet the meat that we can get from this trapped deer is poisoned. I bet. It's not. Bummer. That would have been neat. I mean, you know, I'll take the food. I'm happy to take the food, but that would have been a neat little thing. Like somebody poisoned it and then, you know, ditched the poison in the stump. Look at that mountain in the back there. Purple Mountain's Majesty. I think the far distant backdrop might I think it might vary based on what zone we're in, because I don't remember seeing mountains like that before. So it might be because we're in the forest. We got a tent. Small dwelling was abandoned. This was more a shelter against the wind than anything else, Locklear said, looking around. He commented, judging by the shape, I'd say no one has actually lived here for some time. Yes. I don't think tents last very long if they're not actively maintained. But what do I know? Alright, we are approaching where we saw that Rusalki. We can see the waterfall she was by. Oops, there's something on the ground here. It's another deer. Animal is dead, and perfectly fine rations. We'll take those. Alright. Alright, we're getting close. I know she's here somewhere. Just not drawing yet. There she is. Alright. Time to fight. They agreed to attack. They caught the Rusalki by surprise. As they rushed forward, Owyn desperately tried to recall what little he knew of temple magic. He regretted not having spent more time studying the texts on the Midkemian goddess of death, Lim's Kragma. Within seconds, they were upon the ashen-faced creature. Interesting. So maybe they're, like, undead? There's a hole in the ground here. We'll be able to search after we fight her. I know what's in it, and it actually has something to do with Rusalki, which is neat. Alright, so I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try Gambit of the 8 again. We're gonna Gambit. Okay, I'm gonna put it right in front of her and she's probably just gonna shoot. But I'm gonna put it right in front of her and hope that that works. I'm gonna plop Locklear right here, so she has to move. Okay, she just ran away. That makes sense, actually. Alright, Gorth, shoot. Use that Sarani bolt. And he missed. That's okay. Owyn, you know what to do. Invitation? Let's try it. Maybe she'll walk into the mine. I doubt it. Maybe she'll walk into the mine. She walked into the mine! Yes! It happened! And she's done. Oh, holy crap, that was awesome. Locklear blinked. Despite the fact that the creature had disappeared, he was wary to drop his guard, but a quick survey of the area revealed that it was nowhere in sight. I think it's gone, he said. Let's get moving again. Oh, that was so cool. It actually worked. Alright, something had been buried under the dirt. The hole's not big enough to put a man in, so it's safe to assume it isn't a grave, Locklear said. Might be a secret cache of food or supplies. Let's take a look. Oh, yes. I actually forgot this sword was here. Yeah, this is really good. Okay, so Magical Scroll contains River Song, and it's not a character from Doctor Who. It is a spell that will... Owyn, you need space. It's a spell that actually lets us summon a Rusalki to fight with us, which is pretty neat. And then this is a rapier, which is the most accurate weapon in the game on a thrust, at least. The accuracy is 20 plus skill. That's very high. The base damage is 25. Keshian Tapir, by contrast, is 20 on the thrust. On a swing, it's 45, which is massive. Might be the highest swing damage in the game, actually, a second highest. Sword of Kinner actually has a higher base damage than... No, wait, hang on. 25, 15, 33, 0 on the Sword of Kinner versus 25, 20, 10, negative 5. So it's just... it's a more accurate Sword of Kinner that is useless on a swing. So only one thing is the same as the Sword of Kinner, and that's the base damage on the thrust. It's accurate, which is cool. Practically speaking, it's also enchanted with a +3, which is, or number 3, plus 15%, which is also great. So logically, it would make the most sense for me to give this sword to Gorath, because Gorath is less accurate. Which is too bad, because James, well, sorry, Locklear just is more of a, you know, nobleman kind of, not foppish, but, you know, he's like a nobleman. He, you know, he uses the but actually there's a different character that we're gonna get later. Spoiler alert, I've said his name about a dozen times while referring to Locklear, who the rapier is like their signature weapon. So I guess we'll do that later. All right, so I gave that to Locklear, and then I'm going to swap. So now Locklear is using the Sword of Kinner, and Gorath is using the rapier, which is cool. So, okay, so Sword of Kinner, let me compare this to the Keshian Tapir again. 25, 15, 33, 0 versus Tapir, which is 20, 10, so less accurate on the thrust, 45, negative 5. So the Sword of Kinner is better on the thrust. The Tapir does a whole lot of damage on a swing, which is really cool. But we don't swing very often. We're usually thrusting, so I'm gonna go with the Sword of Kinner for now, at least. Why don't we repair this armor? Owens could use repairing too, but I'm not going to bother because inventory is hard. All right, let's learn this spell. All right, he knows River Song now, which is great, and we have a very nice sword. Like I said, it's the most accurate in the game. It's actually probably the second most accurate in the game. The best weapon in the game is a unique sword that we will get much later, which I've never gotten before, and I really want to, because I've always wanted to. The weapon has achieved like legendary status in my mind over the years. Hey, we got some chests. We will get that sword. So that sword is staggeringly better than every other weapon in the game. It is like, it's almost twice as good than the second place in every category. It's very ridiculous. It's so overpowered, but that's okay. It's awesome. It's a Moradel box. What do we got? You seek it out when your hunger's ripe. It sits on 4 legs and smokes a pipe. I think I know the answer to this, but actually, I haven't been paying attention. I believe we're out of time. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode right here, since we just got that sweet sword and sweet new spell. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for joining me. Love to hear from you in the comments, but I love even more if you just watch. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.